TKM Extreme, the first senior class of the day. Noel Wilkin on pole, David Tingle goes off P2. Simon Hillary from London off P3. Mark Court from St Leonards-on-Sea off 4. Joe FORSDYKE, a runner in the National Championships, he goes off 5. Jamie Crease was in the Championship last year, goes off 6. Luke Woodland off P7, then comes Scott Blythe, he makes the trip from Dundee. George Lovell, the aforementioned, off P9, then Luke Herbert for DNR Structures off 10. William Reed off P11. Terry Langley, as we saw before, he goes off P12. James Tucker off P13, poor qualifying for him. Wayne McAuley off 14. Matt Bell, another poor qualifier, goes off 15. 3 wins in a row he's had. Sam Sheehan comes next. Then Stephen Napier, been quick all day. Alex Jones is the current British Open champion. Then comes Luke Caudle off P19. Michael Comber won everything in the National Championships last year. He goes off 20. And the fastest man in qualifying was Lyle. We're underway and running, but not Terry Langley. He's been punted off before he's even got to the line. TKM Extreme, sponsored by Tanko.com. Langley will be furious. Up through the left-hander, and we've got more carts off. Oh, that's Lovell. Lovell included, involved in that one with BLYTHE and Tingle. And Lovell not very happy at all. Adam McGuirt as they come for the first time. It's Hillary, FORSDYKE, Court, Woodland up the inside, rolls the curb and makes a place. Then comes Wilkin, Reed and Bell. Bell had 3 consecutive wins at the end of last season to finish third. Number 3 is Luke Caudle. He was 4-1 second favourite coming into this championship with James Tucker. Bell the favourite. Lovell trying to get it going again, Ben.
So lap 1 of the TKMs, and we've got a spinner in Luke Caudle, the number 3 car, spinning even before he got to the first corner. Also off was George Lovell into the second corner, being pushed off. He's just about got his TKM started now, but a little bit of chaos into this first lap of the TKM race.
Chaos indeed, Ben, as sparks fly off the bottom of Simon Hillary's car. He's followed by FORSDYKE and Woodland. That's Terry Langley, who's still going. See Michael Comber on the back of that group there. It's Hillary leading from FORSDYKE, then Woodland, Bell, Court. Tucker is 9, Reed 11. Then comes McAuley, Crease. You see Martin Lyle in there as well in the mix. He was fastest in time qualifying. Comber made a place up through the turn. That's car 7, Matt Bell. Bell won 3 consecutive races at the end of last season. Coming into this looking for his 4th consecutive win in a row. Again, that was 10, Terry Langley. Here come the leaders. It's Hillary that leads it. 17 looking up the inside. It's Joe FORSDYKE. Nothing doing though. Bell puts a move on the 15 cart. That's for 3rd place. So Hillary, FORSDYKE and Bell, leaders 1, 2 and 3. Bell putting the move there on Woodland, dropping down to 4th place from 3rd. The leaders come out of the hook. They flash past the cameraman. Cart 1 there is Martin Lyle, orange helmet, easy to spot. FORSDYKE grabbed the lead, but not for long, as Hillary slips up the inside. FORSDYKE running wide and losing places as a result. Bell is through to 2nd place. Comber's made up 4 on that lap. He's closely pursued by the 12 carts of Luke Herbert, the DNR Structures cart. 13 getting all sideways, looking it up into the corner. That's George Lovell. He's running again, but well down the field. Bell now leads Hillary. 1st and 2nd as they come out onto the main straight. Bell has a good look over his shoulder. Sees he's got a nice comfortable lead at this stage. Tucker 9 looks down the inside of Woodland and makes it 3rd. So Tucker goes 3rd. Sheehan goes up the inside of Lyle for a place. McAuley piles on the agony for Lyle and drops Lyle a couple in the turn. So all Lyle's early good work undone slightly at this stage. Bell, Hillary and Tucker 1, 2, 3 on the track. Martin Lyle from Pennyquick. He's had his career resurrected since last season, and when he went back on the JKH National Vice Champion as a junior, he's won his last 3 club meetings. He won at 3 Sisters at the end of last season, and then he's won that. He's followed that up rather with a double at Lark Hall, a very popular circuit up there in Scotland. Bell to Tucker 1st to 2nd, 1.04 seconds, and Matt Bell doesn't give up that sort of lead very easily, very often. The 8 cart is Wayne McAuley. He's hounded by Michael Comber. The 2 cart, 2nd in time qualifying earlier on, won all the national championships last year as a junior TKM intermediate. As Reed pours on the agony for Woodland, slips up the inside and gives him the standard push signal. Why not? That signal intended to tell the driver behind, push me along, and let's get in amongst the battle in front.
So what is it, about lap 3 or 4, and status quo is resumed. Matt Bell at the front, and his championship rivals, I guess, for this series, Martin Lyle and Mike Comber, still quite far back. Mike Comber, in fact, having a real hassle trying to get through the traffic, and he's stuck at the moment behind Steve Napier,
Sorry,
who did well in qualifying to get up to 4th position.
Sorry, Ben, I'll have to cut you off there. We've got Simon Hillary into the tyres as he come down into the chicane. Disaster for Hillary. That's pretty disappointing because he didn't qualify very well in the time session earlier on. He was going pretty well in the race. Hillary's had a layoff from karting for a period of time. Came back, I think this is his 3rd year back now. That's the updates from London. He's on the Tony Kart chassis, 4th in the Huntingdon Kart Racing Club Championships down at Kimbolton. Gloves are off, on the floor, helmet off. Don't throw it in the seat. As we rejoin it, Bell's lost the lead. It's Tucker through to the lead, Ben.
And there it is, Matt Bell into 2nd position. James Tucker overtaking him into the 1st corner. A nice little move, very, very clean. And now Matt's got to sit behind him and hope that he can keep up.
Another man on the move is Michael Comber. He's put in the fastest lap of the race. Leaders now Tucker, Bell and Reed, top 3. Comber's through to 6th place, and Michael Comber having a cracking run here. Now, there are those, despite the fact he won the National S1 Championships, the British Open and the Festival last year, he had some naysayers saying, well, he was only in a very small grid, so it didn't mean very much. Well, those people can eat some humble pie now, because Comber is absolutely flying. Qualified 2nd fastest to Lyle in the time session earlier in the day. Michael Comber putting down a strong message of intent for the rest of the season at the first round of this championship, as we see Caudle up the inside of Forsdyke for another place. Caudle from London is on the Gillard chassis, vice champion in the Motors TV series last year. He won the Wilton Mill Club event last month, and he's another driver who's been absolutely flying since he changed chassis. Sam?
And I'm just here with Lewis Burnett. He's a young Welsh lad. He's just come down here to support his old teammate, Mike Comber. How's he getting on?
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's just as good as he was last year. There's a new class to him, but he's doing well so far in the final, so best of luck to him.
Yeah, he is doing very well indeed. 3.48 seconds now between Bell and Reed. Make that Bell and Sheehan, as Sheehan goes up the inside of Reed. Sheehan through to 3rd. Reed down to 4th, but not for long. Reed fights back, Lyle in behind, then comes Comber. It's a tight battle here for 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th place, and they are line astern as they come out from the hook for another tour up into the top part of the circuit. Lyle up the inside of Sheehan. There's contact between them, then they're both off. Lyle's carried on, Sheehan has stopped. He's going to have to push it to get it going again. Lyle, the number 1 plate, the fastest man in qualifying. Let's have a look at the Magura replay. Up the inside of Sheehan. Well, he looks like he's trying to back out of it, but contact between them. Have to see what the race director makes of that. They're both running again, but one man that would be very pleased about that would be Michael Comber. That's one man that isn't very pleased, Sam Sheehan. Looking down the inside of Comber for a place. That's Stephen Napier. Now, Napier was flying earlier on in the practice sessions and qualified 4th fastest today. Michael Comber there from Thrussington on the Tech-Mac chassis, and as we said earlier, won every national title in 2006. He's the only junior ever to do so in the history of the sport, and that includes the likes of David Coulthard and Jenson Button. Lyle gets a bit of a tap from Mark Court from behind. And those that thought Comber's performance wasn't much to speak of, well, he's showing his quality in this race. That is Michael Comber, car number 2. He's trying to convert 4th into 3rd. I'm not sure Reed will allow that on the last lap. And if Comber stays there, he will be the championship leader after this round. Langley, number 10, still running. 14 and 17 there, line astern. 12th and 13th place for Blythe and Forsdyke. They come down to Raymond's for the final time. It's James Tucker who's going to take a very good solid win. It's Tucker that takes the win. He will be very happy with that. No celebration. I'm going to have to speak to him about that. Gotta celebrate if you're going to win in the Motors TV series. Here comes Lyle. He's going to be very disappointed, and I'll tell you what, a great performance put in that race by number 3 Luke Caudle. He's actually been promoted to 8th place, finished 9th. He's been promoted to 8th. Wayne McCauley excluded for being underweight, I think it was. James Tucker takes the win then from Matt Bell. William Reed in 3rd. Comber, the fastest man on track, 51.03. Then came a good performance by Stephen Napier. Luke Woodland in 6th, followed by Herbert, Caudle, Lyle and Mark Court. Yet James Tucker will be disappointed to have qualified 9th. Had he not done so, he would be a comfortable championship leader now, but that accolade goes to Michael Comber, who leads by 6 over Bell and Napier. 2 points back to Tucker and Lyle, and then Caudle on 118. Back after the break.